start off with how does it feel to bounce back from last night to get the win tonight?
Want me to go or you want them to go?
Yeah, or whoever.
Go ahead, you guys can start.
It feels great. Last night was a very frustrating loss for us. We didn't play as we would like to as a team, and I think that's the worst way to lose is when you don't play as you want to or as you're capable of. So it was great to come out tonight, and it was a close game at first, and it was great to just fight back and get the whole team involved. And the best part was the energy and the defense that we brought. So it was a very good thing to see.
What type of zone schemes were they using? It looked like they were using a couple different zones out there.
Well, they have a 3-2 that sometimes will extend out a little bit, and that's they're a zone team, and that's the problem is you don't run into a lot of teams that are strictly zone teams, and that's what makes it a little bit tricky, and sometimes I think it took us a little bit in the first quarter to kind of get used to it, get a feel for it, and I thought we did a great job attacking it in the second quarter, which kind of set the table for the rest of the game.
Yeah, how were you able to use your offense as an advantage against their, or I should say your shooting as an advantage against their zone?
Sure, I'll go. They were very far out, so it was, once we pretty much got past them, once we got past them, the middle was open, and then they collapsed once we got to the middle, obviously, and then we were able to find the weak side or baseline, found Kate a few times. She was able to take to the rack or hit it inside to Mary and then reverse it. A lot of passing kind of opened that up.
Yeah, it seemed like both of you were able to penetrate pretty well, especially in the second quarter and third quarter. Were they doing anything special, or were you just able to basically shake them off and get inside?
I think that's more just how their zone worked and how we matched up with their zone. Like me and Estrella we are attacking players. And so, I know for me especially, I feel like their zone is like exactly what I want to see as an offensive player. We find the gaps, and we can attack the gaps, and then we've got a lot of girls on the team this year who can space the floor for us. And so it's just it's nice to go in confidently in the middle, and then knowing that you can kick it out to a teammate who's going to hit a shot or make an extra pass to hit another shot.
Yeah, or vice versa, like driving in or bringing the defense to the weak side, knowing that like someone like Kate or Mary, whoever post player it is, will come high, and you can hit them and they'll attack.
When you were on defense, what did you do defensively to neutralize Claire Paxton, their big post player? It seemed like she had pretty good range.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm most happy with. We've talked offense, but we didn't even shoot the ball well, but we did a good job of attacking. If we would have shot the ball well, we might have opened it up. But defensively, I mean that won us the game. To hold them to 50 points, it gave us the leeway to attack and we got to the free throw line a little bit. Claire's an unbelievable player, and what's important with her is you have to crowd her, you have to get her off of her spot just a couple feet because she gets into her comfort zone. You saw in the first quarter, we were letting her catch it a little bit too easy. I told the team in halftime, I thought Kate turned the tide defensively, on her in that second quarter, did a great job of crowding her, making her a little bit uncomfortable, drive, shoot, and that kind of got her, she still got, shots off, but I think we held her to 2 points in the second half, but it came from that second quarter. And so, that's, other than that, we just, so we did a good job on her. I don't mind her, a lot of field goals, but, only 4 makes out of those. And then did a pretty solid job on everybody else.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys put a lot of pressure on their guard play. You had 12 steals in the game. Can you tell me about how you were able to throw their guard play off?
I just said that I think we read the passing lanes a lot better, and we made it more difficult for them to make those passes. We knew where they were going to pass, and with us guarding them, I made it difficult for that pass to be made, and they couldn't see that my player, Kate, was going to be filling that lane to get the steal, or whoever it is. So just reading off and then communicating as well.
What did you do to kind of keep them from, they had a late surge in the game. What did you do to adjust that? You took a timeout with about 3 minutes to go or so. What did you tell your team?
We just wanted to keep attacking. Whether they're in their 3-quarter pressure that they run or in their zone that they started extending because they were behind, so they had to extend it a little bit. The one thing you can't do is catch and hold, because if you catch and hold, they got good length, and they'll get tips on passes, and, you know, so we had to just make sure that if they were gonna extend, we had to be aggressive, and, you know, like, if you're gonna extend, that's the chance you take, is giving up some easy shots, and, you know, sometimes the game dictates, you know, sometimes you wanna hold it, and you wanna take time off the clock and move the ball, but against what they were doing, we wanted to attack. You know, like that, I think it was crucial, probably that 6 minute to 3 minute, 2.5 minute span where we attacked, and we ended up got to the free throw line, we got some easy layups out of it, and that kept the score at a distance.
Yeah, you mentioned that you had a pretty poor shooting night, you only shot 15% from 3-point line, but you were able to get inside, you outscored them 30-12 in the paint.
Yeah.
At what point did you start to shift more inside to more of a penetrating game than outside shooting?
I'll say second quarter, you know, let them kind of go from there.
Yeah, I feel like in the first quarter we realized we were jacking up a lot of really quick threes, and that's not our game, that's not how we play, that's not how we're effective. We're effective when we get the ball inside, either off penetration or dumping it into our 5 and then kicking it out from there. And so usually when we get it inside and out, we can shoot better, but I mean, today it wasn't falling, but we also didn't need it to fall because we were able to attack inside so effectively.
I mean, that's basically it. I mean, I agree, like, he really emphasized that we needed to attack more, since we were getting such easy baskets off of that. I mean, why not, you know, use what you got. Like she said, we weren't shooting that well, and when we do make it, it's usually in and outs, so.
What are you gonna do to build off this momentum going into your next game?
We got a huge game coming up. I mean, it's gonna have a lot of meaning, you know, for short term and for long term in the conference going into Pueblo, and that's gonna be our only focus. Can't even think about beyond that. So I'm excited for that game. We've gone on the road for a few tough challenges, and we've risen to the occasion. So, you know, I'm hoping that that's what we're gonna bring on Friday. You know, this is nice. We had to come back. We had to get this win tonight, to kind of keep us right in the mix, top of the conference, in the region, all those things. Christian's gonna be in the mix of it, you know, for the rest of the year. They're gonna be in the mix of region rankings for the rest of the year. So, you know, getting this one was really big for us. It makes last night more frustrating, you know, probably, because you dropped a game with not your best effort, but, you know, we did come back, and it says, as a coach, I'm glad to see. It could have gone either way. It could have gone bad. It could have gone the way that we came back, and they took it, and they made it happen in the right way. So I'm ecstatic to see that.
All right. Well, I think that's everything.